Okay, I had to end that other recording because I was rambling on and I cannot say what it is I'm thinking. Basically, we have the roadmap to creation. If I am essentially made up of the same components as inanimate objects, life, animals, humans, everything, that we can now, people that have access to this can manipulate everything, our entire existence, our entire way of life. And which brings me to all of the other Mandela effects. I did go to school for surgical technology, and I do remember anatomy and physiology very well. I mean, you had to have that memorized. And I still, 20 years later, remember the body and these systems and how we're made and how we look. And I absolutely agree with the changes. And I don't know why we would be going through some of these things, but basically, back to my own theory that somebody has now the roadmap to creation, that they can see how God created everything on a scientific level, so they can now do the same. God, it just confuses my own mind when I get going on this. But yeah, we're definitely changed. Our body's not the same as it was when I learned of it in school. And the Bible changes for sure. I mean, I was in CCD. I was born and raised Catholic, and I definitely remember being taught about the wineskins, and they might have even used a different name for it when I was being taught, but I knew they were talking about the bags, the leather bags of wine, and they did not have bottles. They did not speak of bottles then. And it's just, it's a, when you're trying to tell somebody about this, it's hard enough for me to wrap my mind around it, and I'm trying to share my experience with other people who also are going through the same thing, but I can't find the words to do it properly. So to someone who has not experienced or seen any of this, I can't imagine how crazy I must sound. But that's my take on it. And I don't know why it is and why we're not in the same place we used to be, why everything is different, why my body isn't the same, why the Bible is changing daily, why all these things are happening. But basically, it's been happening. My first remembrance of one is in 2001, but I'm sure it's been happening my whole life. And I know that I'm supposed to do something with this. I just don't know what. Because when I try to dismiss this and just go about my daily routine as if I'm not affected, nothing works out. Nothing. I cannot maintain relationships. I cannot maintain my job. Not because I'm constantly thinking of the Mandela effect, but just because things are different. It's not the same. I don't know. I'm stuck in a very, very, very negative place. And I can't help but think that it too is connected. And I have to get out of it somehow. And everybody says positive thoughts perpetuate your future through positive thinking. Well, that only gets you so far because you try and do the same things for so long. I'm just like pulling my hair out. I don't know. But I just go back to the Mandela effect. And today, laying in my cozy bed here, probably the highlight of my entire week is listening to everybody talk about the Mandela effect, and especially your voice, Dan. You have the most amazing, calming, soothing voice ever, and you need to calm down. And I really hope you watch this and get back to me. But I have 1.5 million opinions and comments that I'm not conveying properly right now at this point. I'm so nervous about even posting this and going this route. Who knows, maybe one day I'll have my whole bedroom set up with computers and microphones, and I'll be doing my own editing and having t-shirts and gear too. I don't know. But I don't know, I just could not say something because it's not in my nature. And that's just how I'm feeling about it right now at this moment. So it is going at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to post this one too. And I know it looks silly. And you can see my janky paint job in the back of my new house that I'm hating. Hate. I think the center of the Mandela effect is right here in this house, I'm telling you. The problems. Anyways, another day, another story. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I can say that. This is definitely just the tip. Not the North Pole, because it doesn't exist anymore, but it is the tip. Good night.